Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about the best places for teaching English around the world as of mid-2018, okay? Do keep in mind the list changes every couple of years. Several years ago, it was Japan. Now I'm putting the Middle East, number one, etc., etc. So, let's get down to the details. Number one, the Middle East. The Middle East pays the highest of any other place on earth, guys, for teaching English. It's nice, it's mystical, it's beautiful, the food is amazing, accommodation is good. Usually they pay for all of your accommodation. They give you different types of allowances depending on the university or school you're working for. Everything is tax-free, so you'll definitely be making a pretty good amount of money if you're teaching there. The average pay per hour for private lessons ranges anywhere from $30 to $100 per hour. Okay, approximate monthly salary for teaching at schools or universities, etc., ranges anywhere from $3,500 to $7,000 per month. The estimated cost of monthly living ranges from $1,000 to $3,000 per month. But you will definitely be able to save a lot of money if you're working in the Middle East. Number two, China. Now, this was Japan not too long ago, but for some strange reason, the Chinese are paying more money when it comes to studying private English lessons compared to a few years ago when the Japanese were paying the most. So currently, China pays the second highest, has loads of hot girls and hot rich men, and offers an amazing cultural experience for anyone going there. You'll definitely make more money here than anywhere else in Asia if you guys love Asia. The average pay per hour for private lessons ranges anywhere from $10 to $30 plus. When I was there, I was getting $50 an hour, so it really all depends on, your clients, etc., etc. Approximate monthly salary for teaching at schools and universities, etc., is a bit lower than in the Middle East, of course. That ranges anywhere from $2,000 and can go up to $4,000 per month. Estimated cost of monthly living ranges from $1,000 to $2,000 a month. It really depends on what city you're living in. The most expensive city in China, of course, is Shanghai, number two being Beijing, and things like that. So it really makes a difference on the city you're living on. Also, a lot of the schools in China, they do tend to pay for housing allowance and your utilities as well. And the companies will usually clarify that once you sign your contract and stuff like that. Number three, Japan. One of my most favorite places for teaching, living, working, partying, and of course teaching private English lessons is absolutely Japan without a doubt. However, unfortunately, times change and people change as well as economies, so Japan does not pay what it used to pay. When I was in Japan, I was making anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour, like over 10 years ago, but unfortunately it's not like that anymore, and I've heard cases of it being as low as $10 to $15 an hour now. So anyway, they pay the third highest for teaching private lessons and for, of course, working as an English teacher abroad. Japan was once the highest paying location on earth, with anywhere on average of $50 to $100 per hour for teaching. Like I said before, unfortunately, due to their economic crisis, it is far from what it used to be. It does have loads of hot girls and hot rich dudes and offers an amazing cultural experience for anyone wanting to go there. And it is also crazy expensive for everything as well, most notably rent. So do consider those options. The average pay per hour for private lessons now is $10 to $30 plus. Again, it all depends on how you market yourself. It depends on who your students are, etc., etc. Approximate monthly salary for teaching at schools and universities in Japan ranges basically from $2,000 to $3,500 a month. Estimated cost of monthly living, I'm going to average this out to the lowest without living in a shoebox, is $2,000 to $3,000 a month. The rent is crazy high. It is expensive, etc., etc. So do keep those things in mind. Number four, Taiwan. The pay is okay here. Of course, there are loads of hot girls, rich dudes, whatever, and offers an amazing culture experience for anyone going there. It's not as expensive as Japan or the other big cities in China, such as Beijing and Shanghai, so you can save a bit more money. The average pay per hour for private lessons, similar to Japan, $10 to $30 an hour. Approximate monthly salary for teaching at schools, at universities, etc., $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Estimated cost of monthly living, $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Number 5, South American countries, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Chile, and so on. Case-by-case basis, guys. Pay is low, but there are loads of hot, rich girls and dudes, whatever your sexual preference is. And of course, South America offers amazing cultural experiences and food for anyone wanting to go there or live there or work there. Average pay per hour for private lessons, similar to Taiwan and Japan and China. $10 to $30 an hour. Approximate monthly salary for teaching at schools, universities, etc. $1,500 to $3,000 a month. Estimated cost of monthly living, similar to Taiwan, $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Again, it really depends on which country you're in and what city. 6, European countries. Again, this is case-by-case basis. The pay is average. I do find the European countries to be the lowest paying for teaching. The tax is also very high in most of the countries, especially in countries like Germany and Italy and France as well. Pay is average. There are loads of hot rich girls and hot rich men, and offers an amazing cultural experience for anyone wanting to go there. Do seek high GDP countries if you are interested in teaching in Europe. However, the economy in Europe is not so good everywhere, so keep that in mind. Do keep in mind the average per hour pay for private lessons and language schools in these countries listed above is roundabout. Again, it really depends on your experience. It depends on how well you market yourself. I can't stress that enough. It also depends on the city you're in as well and the current economic situation. Many friends make the rates above and many make much more, such as myself. My average rate for teaching a private English lesson wherever I go stands at $50 to $100 an hour. And of course, sometimes much more. I do make a lot, so of course that means I spend a lot as well. It also comes down to experience and how well you carry yourself, guys and gals, in your teaching profession overseas. Most importantly, marketing yourself. Okay? Well, that's it for today. Be sure to check out my website, getrichtechingenglish.com. Also, if you haven't got my book yet, get on it. For those of you who require more in-depth advice or help, please feel free to book a consultation with me on my website on the consultations page. You can pay via PayPal, credit or debit card, whatever have you. I offer email and Skype consultations as well as resume, cover, and reference services. Do stay tuned for more awesome videos and don't forget to share, subscribe, and like. Until next time, peace out.